Hey everybody, happy Friday. So I kept getting a message, strife, like there was some type of like a disagreement, an argument. I'm not clear if it was with someone or just arguing with yourself, but I got a strong message about strife. And you can see like on my board here, as the messages are coming through, this is kind of how I filter the messages coming through. So like this was the other message that came through is it was heart crushing. Like it was just like a revelation came in and you were like, oh my God, I can't believe this. So this might be a very specific message as we get into it. I don't know. So we're going to like take a look, grab the cards, see what they say, and see what's going on with this, because this was kind of crazy. I kept hearing strife, argument, disagreement. Um, and I'm not even saying that this is like a romantic thing. I'm saying this is like, could be anything. I didn't get any type of clarification for anything specific. I mean, this could be revolving around something that happened at your job. It could be friends. It could be family. It could be a lover. It could be anything or anyone. So, all right, I split this deck with intention. Spirit has set the intention down on this deck that you can help us get some clarification on this message. That's for the collective. It's a timeless message, checking on the energy for setting intentions. Let's get into it. I'm open and ready to receive with gratitude. All right, so we're going to get into this. So, yeah, so what I was getting is it had to revolve around honesty, like something about honesty. And this argument revolved around that. The spirit, what do you have for the collective when it comes to this particular reading? Revelation. Revelation. What did I tell you? Revelation. Yep, revelation right here. There's the word revelation right there. You received insight. That was the other word I got. Insight. Revelation. Insight. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was like a clarification, a clarifying moment, a moment where you went, oh my God, how did I not see that? How did I see that? It was clearly in front of my face and I didn't see that. How could I have missed that? And I let this whole thing go all along, knowing this, but I only received that revelation now, that connection. Yeah, it was like connecting the dots. That's what I'm hearing, connecting the dots. Yeah, yep. All right, let's see, Spirit, what else do you got for us on this revelation that was received, this clarification? Because you received some type of information, whether it was from somebody or if it was actually through a conversation. Oh my gosh. All right. Normally when three come out at a time, I don't take it, but we're going to take this because this is a particular message where I feel like, yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Warning. This revelation you received was a warning to wake up, because it was manipulation. Whatever revelation you had revolved around manipulation. Somebody was trying to manipulate the narrative. They're trying to manipulate your environment, the narrative. This could be like at your workplace, someone was doing you wrong. It could be somebody personal, somebody in your family, somebody's a friend. Again, it's a collective message. So is my mic on? Yeah, okay, good. I always worry about that when I'm like on video. I'm like, is my mic on? Okay, it's on. All right. So yeah, this revolved around manipulation. Somebody in your life started an argument, or you got into an argument, and this was it like a strife, like something that was really intense, something where you felt that you were crossed. And it felt like an immensely heavy burden. It felt like something that was weighing down on you. Okay. Yeah. So Spirit's telling me right now, it's not even necessarily that for some of you, you might not even have gotten into an argument with this person. You might not have had any kind of conversation about this particular topic. However, the burden was weighing so heavy on you that you were like analyzing it in your mind. And then that's when the revelation came to you. And you literally got into an argument with yourself about, how could I have missed that? How could I have not seen that? That was so obvious that they were manipulating a situation, or they were manipulating this meeting or this event or whatever it is. Again, this seems very specific, so don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. If it doesn't resonate with you, you don't make it fit, okay? Because you don't want to like. Okay, so Spirit is even saying for some of you, this is happening either right now or it's something that is about to happen. So for some of you, you may be kind of having an inkling of something, but you're trying to dismiss it because, thank you, Spirit, I'm hearing that clear. You're trying to dismiss it because you don't want to face it. You don't want to face the reality of what this person might have said or done that was absolutely wrong and crossed you in all the wrong ways. So in an attempt to avoid it, you're trying to push it down. However, it keeps like resurfacing that reality. So we're going to see if we can get any more clarification on this particular topic. And it definitely had to do with your heart. I kept hearing the word heart, like heart space. This had to do with something that affected you in your heart. It was something that really made you feel emotional and vulnerable. You felt used. Okay. The card that came out is closure. This clarification right now is giving you closure. That's what it's going to do. As you process this, you're going to receive closure. And I know it's not fun having to process these types of feelings. To think that you didn't see something that was obvious right in front of your face, that was blatant. And right now you're like stewing in it, thinking, how could I have not seen this? How could I have not heard those words the way I'm hearing them now? Yeah, like I'm hearing Spirit say, like, you heard words that you heard very differently at the time, but now you're processing it very differently. So being able to process it differently and getting that clarification is what's giving you the closure on being able to move on from this particular situation or person, whatever it was that happened. And then the other word that came through was unheard. In this particular situation, with this person, you felt very unheard. And you're realizing that you did not get to say the things that you needed to say to get that type of clarification at the time. But now as you're going through everything, the realization of it all is coming to you. And you're realizing, like, wait a minute, I wasn't even heard. This person wasn't even listening to anything that I was saying. Nothing was filtering through. All right, let's see. Spirit, do you have anything else? Oh, wait. A new perspective. That closure that you're about to get, if you haven't gotten it already, because for some of you, you're in the process of filtering this right now. For some of you, it's coming, but you have an inclination, right? You have a hint in your mind. You know, you're like sitting here going, yeah, I know what she's talking about. You're getting that clarification right now, and that new perspective is helping you move past this situation without allowing yourself to get angry. This argument seems like it's more of an internal argument you're having with yourself. You're kind of disappointed in yourself because you didn't see it at the time and call it out. But here's the thing, you don't always have to revisit things to call them out. You don't have to like contact the person and say, hey, like 6 months ago when you said this, I know you meant this. Like, it's not necessary, right? Because all you're doing is dragging yourself. You're not doing anything for that person. It's not benefiting you in any way. So, all right. And then, where are the cards? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. And the other word, the other words that came out were self-respect. Okay. So you're realizing that you have self-respect, that you know that you don't have to tolerate this, that this wasn't something that was appropriate, that you should have been put through, and you have self-respect, because I kept hearing self-respect. So that is something to keep in mind. Spirit, is there anything else that the collective needs to know regarding this reading? I did pull out the Neuro Linguistics and the angel cards, so we can pull from there as well and see what the angels have to say. But yeah, truth, self-love. The other thing that came out were needs unseen. Okay, so this can come two ways. So the collective's kind of split on this. For the needs unseen, it was for some of the collective, it was you did not see your own needs that needed to be seen, and you were not communicating them and representing yourself in that way. For others, it was you were communicating it, you knew what your needs were. However, the person you were dealing with, the situation you were dealing with, was not seeing your needs. So that's what I got out of that. All right, Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know? Okay. Isolation. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit is saying this person, their energy coming in made you feel very isolated. You literally were pouring yourself into this situation or person, and it was isolating you. It was isolating you, and you're realizing it now that there are so many things you could have done and progressed forward with had you not have been consumed by this situation or person or whatever it is. Again, it could be like at your job where you're totally consumed with some type of particular situation going on with this person or this project, and you could have moved up and forward in something in your work, and you weren't able to because you were just so consumed and isolated with what was going on with this particular situation or person. Or this could be a person in your life. 11:11 came on the clock. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else before we move on. Lies. There were a lot of lies. And the other word that came in with the lies was clues. You're realizing now that there were all these clues that you just failed to acknowledge. You knew they were there, but you failed to acknowledge them. You just simply weren't seeing them. And that was really difficult for you. See if there's anything else to do. A little bit more shuffling and see. Spirit, is there anything else that the collective needs to know about this particular reading? Okay. Good health. Are you neglecting your health? Make sure that you're paying attention to your health, because here's the thing. A lot of times when you get consumed in situations and people, you're pouring yourself people pleasing, you're neglecting your health. When you look back, were you ignoring yourself? Were you ignoring signs? Whether it's physical or mental. That's what I hear Spirit saying. Make sure you tell them it's physical or mental. Like health-wise, it could be physical or mental. It doesn't have to be that it's just because you're physical, you had an illness that was physical. It could be mental. Were you neglecting yourself? Were you not paying attention to the signs? Now's the time to address your health. All right, Spirit, just finish off this deck. Anything else that we need to tell the collective? All right. Spirit, anything else? See if there's anything else that needs to be said. I mean, this was like heart crushing. It felt heart crushing. Like that's the feeling. I'm not saying that it was like a heart crushing situation, but the feeling, the intensity for you felt like something that was heart crushing. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to the Neuro Linguistics. I'm just going to pause this a minute to grab that deck. All right. I grabbed the deck and I shuffled it. All right. I'm splitting this deck with intention. All right, let's see, neurolinguistics, what type of advice can we use for this particular reading? Because, yeah, self-respect, you felt unheard, and you have self-respect. You know you didn't deserve it. All right, Spirit, I set these intentions down on this deck. Let this be for the collective. It's a timeless energy check reading, and I'm open and ready to receive a gratitude. So let's see what we got here. So, Spirit, what do you got neurolinguistics-wise when it comes to this reading? What type of advice? Oh, here we go. Okay. We got 2. Let me grab my glasses. All right. All right, let's do it. Okay. Rewind the memory. Diminish a negative memory by rewinding it like a movie. Play the scene backward in your mind. Make it faster, sillier, or less threatening. This technique helps remove the emotional charge tied to the memory. Reverse the memory. Reverse it. Make it into something light and airy, funny, whatever it is that you have to do to take the weight of it off of yourself. And then the next card we got is well-informed outcomes. Unclear goals create hesitation, while well-formed outcomes is sensory rich. Positively state achievable and measure. While a well-formed outcome is sensory rich, positively stated, achievable, and measurable. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want, and how will I know when I've achieved it? The clearer your target, the stronger your drive to achieve it. Put that target in for yourself, that you are going to overcome this particular challenge, that you're going through this difficult moment in your life, this heart-crushing realization, revelation that you've received about a particular situation, because you've overcome so many things in your life. This is like a little bump in the road for you. But the feeling felt immense. It felt heart crushing. Like, honestly, the feeling I got as these messages were coming through is that it was immensely intense feeling. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull an angel number as well, and see what the angels have to say. Angels, we need some good advice, because this was a heavy message. I mean, when I got this, I was like, oh boy. I really didn't want to give this message. I really didn't, because it felt so intense. I'm not kidding you. It felt so intense. And, I'm a Cancer, so I'm just a walking emotion. It felt so intense. I felt tears come to my eyes. Like, it just was so intense, the feeling. And again, this could be anybody. It's not like revolving around one particular situation. Like, it could be your family, friends, work, situations, relationships, whatever. It could be anything. But again, if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit, okay? Don't add stress in your life unnecessarily. But if this resonates with you, you're feeling it. You're like, that's exactly what I felt. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not see this truth? How did I not see how this person wasn't respecting me and my time and my energy that I was putting into this particular person or situation? How is it that I missed all this at the time? How was it that I was completely isolated from the reality of everything that was going on? Like, I just wasn't seeing it. I was completely in their box. I was just being stuck in a situation that I couldn't see it from the outside. And sometimes it's a matter of pulling away to be able to see things from the outside, and until you step away. So you got to give yourself grace, right? Like, realize that sometimes we have to step away to actually see the situation for what it really is. Okay, angels, welcome. So glad you're here. All right, Spirit, we want to set the intentions down on this angel deck, that we get an angel number to help the collective through this particular heavy reading. All right, I am open and ready to receive a gratitude. Let's get into it. All right, what do we got? We want the angels to give us some sound advice. Strife, man. Conflict, disagreement. Ooh, all right. 2 came out. And we're going to go with it, because Spirit's like, go with it. All right, we're going to go with it. All right. Wow. All right. The first one, 154, personal journey. Valuable lessons have been learned. What did I tell you? You stepped back, you saw the situation, and you're like, yeah, I learned a lesson. And that's the thing about you. You don't just go through an experience and just absorb it and move on. You learn from it. You're like, I'm never repeating this again. Now, when I look at other people and I see that type of pattern, I'm not going to allow that to continue on. I'm not going to allow that to happen to me again. You learn a lesson, right? So let's see what the angel card says. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of you choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes, right? You learn lessons. You don't just go through a situation. You actually learn the lessons from those situations, so that you not only not repeat it, but you're also aware of people's patterns for the future. And you can also forewarn other people when you're seeing those patterns in other people. Write a list of what you have changed in your life since learning a valuable lesson. Listen, if you're going to therapy, have a conversation with your therapist about it. Have some type of outlet for it. Don't keep it all inside. If you don't have that, write it in a journal, do a video journal, whatever it is. have a way to get it out so that you can problem solve it, filter it through, and troubleshoot what it is that you may have missed. Because when you look at the things that you missed, that makes you aware of it in the future so you don't miss it next time. And then 746, big decisions. The steps you must take have been revealed. Yeah, see, you received revelation. So now you know what you need to do. You're aware now. You're realizing that next time I know that I need to do this, 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 and not do this, 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 right? The choice you need to make presently has already been decided in your heart. It has. Your angels validate that you know what to do. Looking within is the only work that is left. Right now, ask your angels to reveal the answer to the big question in your life. As you sit quietly in meditation, allow the answer to find you. You know right now the steps you need to take. And if you don't, sit in meditation. Reflect on what had happened. Look at it from the outside. Don't look at it like you're involved. Look at it from the outside, like you're somebody on the outside looking in at a problem. That is like the best way to approach it. All right. If you guys are still here, put an emoji down below because we're about to pull an energy card. I have to. Like, this is like so heavy. This is so heavy. We have to pull an energy card. Like, how am I not going to pull an energy card? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. It is such a beautiful day today. I am looking forward to getting out later on, enjoying the sunshine. It's the afternoon now, but I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's go ahead and split this deck with intention, like always. All right. For those who are still here, thank you for sticking around. Put an emoji down below if you're still here. Yeah, okay. Spirit, we set the intention down on this deck. This is be for the collective. That it be for this reading to help give good advice, suggestion, or anything for the collective for this particular heavy message. And this is a timeless message. And I am open and ready to receive gratitude. Let's get into it. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got energy-wise. Spirit, what do you have for us? Just need one card, please. One card. All right. Try a little bit more. We got two. All right, guys, stick around. We've got two. Contract and indecision. All right, let's get the guidebook. Contract and indecision. So contract. Let's see. So for contract, we have, that's this card right here. This card shows a contract in the background, ready to sign, indicating commitment, committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out to be in your favor. This card shines a light on the potential new opportunities. So remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. And what I'm receiving now from Spirit as I was reading this contract has to do with something that's coming your way. You've got a positive thing coming your way as you've battled through this particular challenge that you just went through. There is a contract that is going to benefit you. It is going to help you reap some rewards in all the effort that you've been putting in. It is not even connected in this particular message, but it's the outcome of you being so resilient and troubleshooting out of this and being able to deal with this situation that you are now showing how resilient you are, and these opportunities are going to be coming your way. So this contract is just showing that. And the affirmation that they have here is, I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me and bring me happiness and abundance. Thank you, Spirit. You have gotten rid of the distraction, whatever that situation, person, whatever it was that was keeping you isolated so much so that you weren't even seeing the reality of it. And now you are starting to connect with those right people. You're connecting with those people that are going to bring this contract towards you, this agreement towards you. This is going to benefit you. Look at you, kicking ass. Look at you, kicking ass. Okay. All right. And then the next one we got was number 8. And that one is indecision. Which choice to make? Indecision. All right, let's read this one. This card marks the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which one would be the better choice. Yet you are standing still, feeling confused by the ups and down emotions of your present indecision. Right now, this situation has you in an indecision. You are feeling conflicted right now because your emotions are all over the place. That's probably why. You could spend days, months, or even years in the back and forth energy, all the while your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that will keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results in your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt and have that has been keeping you stuck. Meditate on the options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make an honoring choice. You are in a position where you need to make a choice. And what is happening is because you went through this heart-crushing revelation, it kind of has you in a stagnant position right now. But this is the time. You've got people, places, and things coming towards you that are about to bring you a contract and agreement, and you need to make a decision. So this card coming out is telling you it is time to step out of that emotional state. Process it however you absolutely process the emotion. Don't neglect yourself by not processing it through therapy or journaling, whatever it is that you need to do. Process it. But look around you. There are people, places, and things coming towards you that are about to bring you an abundance. They're going to bring you an agreement. They're going to bring you a contract, something that is going to bring to fruition all the hard work you've been putting in. And this indecisiveness will go away once you make that decision. But make sure that you're using your discernment, that you're setting down the right intentions, so that you're making the right decision, right? You don't want to make the wrong decision. Don't let your emotions get in the way, but do think from the heart when you're making a decision, because this is something that has to do with your creativity, your energy, and the beauty that is within you and how you express yourself. That's where that agreement's coming from. And the affirmation for this is, I release fear and move forward with courage and trust. I have the power to direct my own destiny now and always. Absolutely, guys, listen to me. You have the power. You have the ability to control your own destiny. Whatever happens from this point forward, you have the decision to make. And this is the card telling you it is time for you to use your discernment to set down those intentions and make a solid decision for your future. And don't let this particular event or situation or person or whatever it is that happened, allow yourself to process it. But it's time to move on from it and not let it sit there and just stew in you and make you stay isolated even more, keeping you away from those opportunities that are waiting for you to be successful in. All right, guys, I'm so glad you're here joining me. If you like the message, if it resonated, do hit the like button. If you enjoyed the message, everything, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't been here already as a subscriber. And we'll catch up later when we do the shadow work reading. All right, guys, blessings to you, and have an amazing, amazing rest of the day.